Peace, what it is, what's going down. He's a wisdom that my daddy gave me. He gave it to me recently, but I would imagine he may have told me this a long time ago. Who knows? But anyway, about 3 or 4 years ago, me and my daddy worked together. He got me a job, and I actually stayed at that job for about almost 3 years total. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? It was nice to work around my father so he could see the type of man that he raised. Because, everybody at that job ended up liking me. Even when they fired me, everybody was like missing me and shit. Because I worked, because I wasn't lazy, for one. You know what I'm saying? I helped people, and I was just a genuine person. And, it was nice for my father to hear things about me, positive things about me, you know what I'm saying, from other people. I know it was just nice for him in general. But when we used to actually work side by side at one point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Gemini. Gemini ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Virgo rules work. So a Gemini is a natural busybody. You know what I mean? So when I'm at work, and then my degree is 19, which we can go ahead and get technical. Fuck it. Well, what else are we doing? At 19 degrees Gemini, that's the Capricorn subsign, the Capricorn duad. So, I'm business minded with my actions, with my will. So I, you know what I'm saying? When I'm at work, I take care of whatever the fuck they tell me to take care of. Back in the day, I used to take it as, and that's what this video is somewhat about. Back in the day, I used to take it as, oh, I got, I'm this guy at this job, and I have to get it done, and the team, and blah, blah, blah. And, I don't want to fuck over. And then as it started to progress, as I was speaking in my other videos, the camaraderie between people, I had a job for 5 years that if you called in, you literally added 2 or 3 hours to another person's day, essentially. So, that mentality, the camaraderie between the people, blah, 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 like I was saying, you start to sacrifice yourself for the company. I used to be that way. That's why I know what I'm talking about when I be speaking this shit. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like me and my daddy work together, and, it'll be nice. Anybody that work in the warehouse knows. It gets at certain times, certain points, when it ain't much to do. So, you end up walking around that bitch sweeping or cleaning things and blah, 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 blah. So, to me, that was my first time working at a warehouse. So I really didn't understand that shit. Like, they used to give me a particular task, and I get the shit done because that's just my nature. To just work, get it done. So, we can go the fuck home. Because the job I had previously, if you finish early, you go the fuck home. You still get paid. Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, one thing my daddy told me, once he seen how this shit would play out, and you see how I end up working myself out of the title of this video, don't work yourself out of a job. You get to the point where I ain't got nothing to do. And when the first like 6 months at that type of a job, I was working overnight too. I'd be like, man, I want to go home. No, let me go home. I ain't doing nothing. Let me go home. They never want to let a nigga go home. That shit was just fascinating to me. Like, I'm trying not to stand on y'all clock and get paid and not do nothing. I'm trying to go home, right? And they be like, no, we might need you to do something. Like, bitch. But anyway, so my daddy used to tell me, don't work yourself out of a job. And, that could be applied to the mundane application would be simply don't work so fast to the point where you don't have anything to do, and then you're in, they send you home, and then you can't get no money, because a lot of people are smart, and they realize they ain't got nothing to do at work. They realize it doesn't matter; they're still getting paid. But anyway, it took me a while to come to that conclusion, like seriously. But anyway, the point is, you know what I'm saying? Like, that can be stressed to a bit of a more philosophical point, because you understand what I'm saying? You don't want to be going too hard in one particular area to where you're not balanced in the other areas of life, okay? And what made me do this video is what made me originally start doing these videos about this job was one of my partners, somebody I known before the job, you know what I'm saying? But this is my first time ever working with him. He all about the team and we this and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, cut that shit out. This goddamn company does not give a damn about you. But yeah, like I say, different philosophies, people, whatever works for you, works for you. Excuse me. Who am I to say, what's right and what's wrong? Now, today, that nigga done hurt his shoulder because some shit done fed, some shit was falling and he tried to catch it. Now anybody, I'm telling that, anybody that work in that type of environment, I already know the cardinal rule. If the shit's falling, let it fall, nigga. What the? Don't you ever do no try to catch shit? Are you crazy, nigga? that's something else. Excuse me, you didn't see that. Just something else my daddy taught me, man. If it's falling, let that shit fall. Do not try to catch that shit. You're going to hurt yourself. Nigga didn't hurt himself. And I'm like, bro, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You end up sacrificing parts of yourself for this fucking company, for a fucking bump bed. Fuck, they give away bump beds. Man, I like, bro, come on, man. Stop doing that shit, man. Y'all gotta stop giving yourselves to these companies, these corporations. They don't give a fuck about you, man. You know, cut that shit out. Don't work yourself out of a job because, you understand what I'm saying? He over exuding himself every day and really getting this done, getting that done, getting this. But the work ain't gonna never end. So, you know, you can work 2 times as hard one day and you get less done than the day when you was just working, you know what I'm saying, at your regular pace. You see what I'm saying? Because you're going to work 2 times as hard, get tired and have to sit down and shit. And then if it gets to the point where you pull something or you break something or you hurt yourself in some kind of way because you trying to rush and shit for the company, then you can't work and it's going to be your fault, your kind of whatever mistake you made. They're going to blame that shit on you. You understand what I'm saying? Now you can't work and you can't feed your family, but they going to keep going. And now you didn't work yourself out of a goddamn job. And that's the point. Like, this is business, man. Go in there and do what these people, you know, do what they ask you to do and leave. You know what I'm saying? All that extra shit is you're only hurting yourself. Alright? If it ain't your company with your name on it or your family name on it, you know what I'm saying? You need to do what you need to do to get paid so you can eat and you can survive. All that other shit, the water under the bridge. Just my opinion. Peace and love.